I do believe that children and teens should be able to see that type of content.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, who determines whether or not it's dangerous?
Yeah.
You know?
Because I'm thinking about it like, if you're protecting kids, why do you need my credit card? Like, there are so many different ways to protect children.
Are the most beautiful creatures in the whole world, black people.
I'll always be there for you whenever you need me.
This for the little homies.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And as you can see, I'm here with another intellectual baddie. I have one with me. Introduce yourself.
Hi guys, my name is Gonya. Online I go as Miss Lotto. So if you see me on TikTok, it's probably Miss Lotto, but Gonya is my name.
Period. And I'm pretty sure y'all done seen her on your For You page before. If y'all want to follow her, and she does have a YouTube, go ahead and follow her. I'll link all her stuff down below. And before we get into the video, guys, I just want to show you guys love for giving me love by reading some of my favorite comments from the last video. The biggest issue with big streamers being dumb is that their follower base is mostly young men. It sends the message that you don't need to be smart to be successful. And of course, you can be a successful clown. But at the end of the day, not everybody's going to be as successful. The vast majority are going to be just a clown. Their lives will go down the gutter, and by the time they notice, they will be too old to do enough about it to catch up to the potential they once had.
Facts.
Clark that tea, honey. I feel like basically all the problems we're seeing right now in the US can be boiled down to lack of education. If you fund education and actually create a system that fosters learning, you find that a lot of the other problems kind of sort themselves out because smart, educated people introduce solutions to the problem. But if you can't tell by the title, we are going to be talking about the new policies that YouTube put in place. I personally had no idea about this. Gonya told me about this, so I'm gonna let her break it down for y'all.
Okay, so let's talk about the background a little bit and why this is even being brought up. So a little over 10 years ago, YouTube Kids was introduced. We all remember when they made YouTube Kids. So YouTube Kids is basically a separate app or a separate website that is made for children and teens. So then about 4 years ago, YouTube implemented a supervised accounts for teens and preteens. So it's not necessarily YouTube Kids, but on regular YouTube, there was a supervised version, basically. On August 2025, YouTube is introducing another form of, I guess, surveillance, and they are using machine learning, which is really another term for AI, to further distinguish adults between adults and child users. So they plan to roll this out for a small group of users first, and then widen it to a broader audience after they get some feedback and performance. So this has already taken place. So you may see something new on your YouTube asking you to verify your account if you're kind of on the cusp, or maybe you're 18, 19, anywhere in that age where it's hard to distinguish whether or not you're a teenager or an adult. You may see that come up across your YouTube page.
That's great.
So they will use AI to interpret a variety of signals such as your search history, the category of the videos that you watch, and the longevity of your account. So when the AI system identifies that it's a teen account, it will automatically apply teen settings to the account, such as disabling personalized advertising, repetitive views of specific types of videos, probably like sexual videos or videos that contain violence.
But even like so I guess for me, for example, if I have like a lot of political stuff on my stuff, they'll take that away because they don't think I'm 18.
So that's another thing that may come up, that they think teens shouldn't be exposed to. Another thing on their list was financial advice. If they see that a teen is looking up things like cryptocurrency and anything financial that they believe is untrue or dangerous, that's something that could be flagged, which is kind of like teetering. Weird. You know, it's really weird because I do believe that children and teens should be able to see that type of content. So it's like, who determines whether or not it's dangerous?
Yeah.
You know? So this is where the issue comes in for me. If your account is inferred by AI to be under 18 years old, you will be required to verify your account. And the two ways you can verify your account right now is a government ID or a credit card. So you have to upload your information.
Card is crazy.
The way because I don't see myself doing that. I've had my account for what?
Years.
Over 15 years now, however long YouTube's been there, and I'm 27. So they should know that I'm an adult. So I feel like if you are a grown adult, like past 25, and you're having to verify your account, that's what makes me feel like they are data farming and they're trying to get our information. We're wondering, where is this information going?
Yeah, facts. Because I'm thinking about it like, if you're protecting kids, why do you need my credit card? Like, there are so many different ways to protect children. Y'all already have the
YouTube Kids. Yeah, so you already have the teens and preteen supervised accounts. So this just feels like an unnecessary step. And then the other thing with data farming and collecting all of this information is there needs to be a place for the data to be stored.
Yeah.
So that's where we have these like huge data centers that are being built all over the US in mostly rural areas.
Elon Musk, we do not want here in Memphis. This is a public hearing for the air permit being considered for the XAI facility.
See, I got asthma. My mama got asthma. My grandma is at home, 87 years old, got asthma, and she never had it before. I can't breathe at home. It smells like gas outside.
We've shown up here today because we're tired of going in and out of hospitals, going in and out of funeral homes. We've been paying taxes and we've been dying, and what we're saying is that stops now.
I'm going to invite a representative up from the applicant XAI, Mr. Brent Mayo, to come up and have a few words with the community.
Hello, everyone. The XAI is committed to meeting the highest standard for emissions. The XAI is going above and beyond the required emission control required. Thank you very much for your time.
Baddie is one of the most populated high schools in Memphis. Over 2,000 students in that building. And to build something that close to those kids, I'd be ashamed of this.
XAI ran out of the door because they're nothing but some liars. We here because we need business. It's the job of the health department to protect our lawn, and not once have they went to XAI to see that they have 35 gas turbines operating and polluting our air. We deserve clean air, and our lungs are not for sale to Elon Musk or XAI or anybody else.
I have an aunt, stage 4 colon cancer. Other aunt lives across the street from her, kidney cancer, and I've smelled the smells. I see it in my job daily, every day now. I'm not lying, they're not lying, we're not lying. We need the permit to be denied.
We deserve clean air. We deserve to be able to live in our communities and live long lives.
It's time to start telling the truth. The truth is that XAI, who just ran up out of here, they have no controls that prevent air pollution or decrease air pollution in their factories. None. That's the truth.
Do the right thing. Deny this permit. Elon Musk, we can't say it any plainer. We do not want him in Memphis.
And those people are already complaining about, their water supply being low because you have to use water to cool down the data center. So that's another issue with that.
So now we got data farming, we got stealing, we got
environmental
issues.
Right.
Jesus Christ, to save the kids.
Right. Like that's what it feels. It doesn't feel like it's for the kids, in my opinion.
I'm going to kind of give you guys two different acts that the U.S. government tried to pass where they tried to blanket surveillance under hiding or protecting children on the internet. So there's two acts, okay? There's the Kids Online Safety Act and then the Protecting Kids on Social Media Act. The KOSA bill, Kids Online Safety Act, was never passed, but it is now being reintroduced in 2025. How convenient. So what I find interesting, especially since the government is trying to protect the kids' mental health, It's kind of like, okay, so mind you, the leading causes of death for children is not the internet. So how in the world are we going to worry about mental health for children if they're not even here? Right. How about we worry about keeping them alive first and then worry about the next steps, right? So,
and can I add in really quick? I also find it interesting that this is where we're choosing to put all of our resources and energy when school shootings, we've been saying school shootings, let's figure out something about the guns. Like people are literally getting, kids are dying and there's not this much of a push.
Literally, nowhere, no push for any type of safety, any type of school lunches, anything to keep kids alive and healthy. They really don't care. But the internet is where all the danger is. Right. To refer an article uploaded by Time. I don't really fuck with Times after what they did with Shelly, but their article breaking down what KOSA is pretty good. And what I got from that, honestly, I'm going to kind of reiterate what KOSA exactly is. KOSA aims to protect children online from harmful content that pushes eating disorders, online bullying, and addiction. Okay.
Which those are good things in theory. If that's actually being done though.
But the thing is how vague this is, right? If you really wanted to protect the kids, you would kind of be a little bit more specific as to what you're protecting the kids from. Like, what exactly is considered eating disorders? What exactly is considered, what else did they put here? Online bullying, right? Because Black people humor is different from Indian people humor. Exactly. You know what I mean? So like, who is deciphering what is deemed as bullying and what is deemed as addiction and what is deemed as all these different things when we have guns, mind you.
Right.
Anyway, also I noticed a weird focus on big tech and how big tech is pushing all of these bad things to kids. I wonder why big tech is like who they're really attacking in the act. And obviously they have support from Elon Musk. That's already very, 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 very telling. And the bill allows for parents to have more control over the content their children are seeing online. Example, limiting adults from speaking to with minors online and managing their privacy settings, which again, it sounds great in theory. It sounds cool and stuff like that. It sounds like they're doing the right thing. But at the end of the day, how are kids going to learn? Because I know me personally, my mom didn't have to surveillance my social media. I was on disneychannel.com. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like
there's a lot of parenting that has been kind of pushed to teachers and just like other people who are maybe government entities. Like parents have really taken a step back, especially in this generation, because a lot of us weren't doing this kind of stuff that kids are doing nowadays. And yes, they have more access to internet, but so I'm a 98 baby. I also had access to internet at a young age. So I'm kind of like on the cusp where we got the,
Same.
Those big old computers. So it wasn't like you can just search the web limitlessly, but we were also heavily parented. And I feel like if you heavily parent, your child will not be getting into those things.
And I feel like streaming too has a lot to do with it, because like watching streams, you're going to see a bunch of different things. And what I find interesting is, why aren't they attacking streaming platforms?
There needs to be a heavy rain down on these streamers.
I find it so interesting how they're focusing on big tech and YouTube and TikTok, but not streaming, not any of the Twitches. I don't know any of the other streaming platforms, but I haven't really seen that. I mean, y'all can let me know in the comments, but I haven't really seen a focus on the articles that I've read. None of them have really brought up any streaming platforms, which I find interesting, because if anybody knows that, yes, kids are online, you also know that kids watch stream a lot.
And the other thing is, these streamers are in their 20s and most of their audience are like kids. Between 12 to like 17.
Literally kids.
So that's insane.
Okay, so now that I kind of broke down what exactly KOSA was and how I find it weird, and that the fact that they were trying to reintroduce it to in 2025. Also the kids, where is it? Protecting Kids on Social Media Act is basically an age verification act, kind of like the same thing that YouTube is trying to do. They basically allow social media platforms to use personal data to push certain things to your algorithm based on your past searches and behaviors, data collection, as long as you're above the age of 18. How convenient. So you're not going to look into what the kids are looking to protect them, but you're going to look into what the adults.
Right.
Okay.
Something's not adding up.
Like, it doesn't make any sense. And again, a lot of adults don't have proper government ID. There's, people have stuff going on. So what about them? Like, what happens with the people that are waiting for their ID to come in the mail, or they lost their ID? Like, can they not access the internet anymore? Like, this kind of sounds like North Korea.
It sounds like it's almost a setup to get certain specific people's information. Because the other thing is, in this political climate, I understand why people are hesitant to upload your ID or your credit card.
For sure.
Even though the government technically has that information on us already, it's a little bit different when it's connected to your search history, because they can basically, we are being censored in a lot of ways. I don't know if you guys are on TikTok heavily, but the content on TikTok has changed drastically.
A lot.
Whenever it's, let's say, political content or anything that is, I guess, what you would say shady, or maybe throwing shade towards the government or the presidency, it's just suppressed. Like, we don't see it. You have to go out and search for it. Even with the protesting that's going on right now, a lot of people don't know that there's protests happening all over the US. And I didn't hear about it until days after it was going on. So I wonder if this is kind of leading to censorship in a way.
100%. And to kind of like bring it back to the Protecting Kids on Social Media Act, and how that's quite literally obviously censorship, because why exactly what does the government need to see what I'm looking at, what videos I watch in my free time,
right,
to protect the kids that are in school right now? Like, that ain't got nothing to do with me. And I feel like it has everything to do with making sure they're watching what each and every single individual is looking at. Like, that's the only possible, like, protecting kids. The Protecting Kids on Social Media Act has absolutely nothing to do with protecting kids. It's very obvious. It stopped fucking recording.
When? It all leads to, I guess, trying to make this bigger push for AI. I feel like they're just trying to push AI in every sector of our lives. Like, even when you Google something, you can't Google something without AI. It's like at the grocery store. So I think that's another piece of it that is why they're forcing this.
And how can we even trust that AI is going to be able to tell how old someone is based off of their searches and what they're watching? Like, we can literally see that AI is flawed in many, many, many ways. So how are we trusting AI to even protect the children if it's flawed? And
we know it's flawed off the simple fact that I can type up a paragraph right now and copy and paste into AI and ask, is this AI? And the AI will say yes. Like, I just wrote this, So I've seen that happen a lot. I've seen AI get blatant facts wrong. So it's nowhere near the point where we're trusting age verification or trusting you to tell me how old I am, and you know what I mean?
Especially with my damn credit card.
Right. And the other thing is, a credit card that doesn't really verify.
Like, you can't use a student ID, a university ID. Like, why a card? Like, why a financial bank card on YouTube?
Right.
And obviously there's a lot of people upset about this. A lot of people have a lot of common sense. So there have been a lot of petitions put out. I will link one down below that you guys can press on and go ahead and sign up and kind of protest the fact that, hey, I don't think y'all should be using AI to guess my age.
Right. Honestly, sign that petition, guys, because I feel like the longer we wait for somebody else to do something, the deeper we're going to get into this. Because I've been hearing a lot of people say, like, who's going to do something? And it's really up to us. Like, the small things do count. So if you don't want to see this change, please go ahead and sign that petition.
All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. And she definitely, if y'all want her back, great. If y'all don't want her back, she's going to be back anyway. I really thank you guys so much for watching my video, commenting. I hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And I definitely will be back with more topics, more videos. And you guys also let me know what you want me to talk about, or what you want us to talk about, what you want to see. And yeah, do you have anything else to say?
No, thank you for having me. Follow me on TikTok, you guys, at Miss Lado, MISSLADO. And I will also start posting on YouTube very shortly. So I'm trying to get in my YouTube bag just like my friend. So y'all can hop over to my channel in the next couple of weeks and I should have something on there.
Yay! And I'm definitely going to link her stuff. Again, like I said in the beginning, I'm going to link her stuff down below. Again, thank you guys for watching. I'm going to end this video with nothing but peace and love. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.